Auzubillahiminash-shaytanir-rajim. Bismillahir-rahmanir-rahim. Welcome to my channel where doctor talks. I am a Dr. Rizwan Jamal. I am a veterinarian doctor. Today is our lecture about the heat sign in cows, which we notice on the farm animal by the veterinarian and by the farmer, so that we can inseminate animal at the right time. The ability to detect heat cycle among your cows and heifers is invaluable if you want to ensure your herd's reproductive performance. Failure to detect when cows are in heat and breeding cows that are not in heat is a major contributor to low fertility and economic loss for the producers. So we will discuss about heat sign one by one. First, we understand what is estrus cycle. The estrus cycles repeat. The heat periods occur every 21 days. A cow reproductive cycle can be divided into 4 phases. The first phase is proestrus, second estrus, third mid-estrus, and the fourth one is the diestrus. The shortest interval estrus makes the 24 hours period when the cow is the most fertile. These heat periods occur every 21st days. Now we discuss about the heat sign one by one. First is sign standing to be mounted. Standing to be mounted, the most common and accurate sign of estrus is standing to be mounted by other cows and moving forward with the weight of mounting cows. Cows that move away from an attempted mount are not in estrus. A cow usually stands to be mounted to 20 to 55 times during her reproductive cycle according to pen straight extension. Mounting other cows. Second one is mounting other cows. The act of mounting other cows may be a sign in the cow is in heat or approach heat. Although it's not a primary sign of heat, you should watch cows exhibiting this behavior closely for standing behavior. And the third one is mucus discharge. Mucus discharge is an indirect result of elevated estrogen level during estrus. You may observe long, viscous, clear, elastic strand of mucus hanging from the vulva or the smeared mucus on the cow's tail, thighs, flanks, or perineal region. However, mucus sometimes won't appear externally until a cow is palpated during insemination. And next is swelling and reddening of the vulva. During heat, the vulva swells and becomes moist and red on the anterior. However, these symptoms appear before heat and remain for a short period after, so alone they are not a precise indicator of estrus. And the next is bellowing, restlessness, and trailing. Cows in heat are most restless and alert, standing when their herd mates are lying down resting. Trailing behind to try to mount other cows and bellowing more frequently. Cows behaving this way should be monitored closely for standing behavior. Next one is rub-tailed hair and dirty flanks. When cows have been ridden, the hair on their tail and rump will be fluffed up, rubbed or matted, and their skin may be exposed. Additionally, their legs and flanks may be smeared with mud or manure. Next is chin resting and back rubbing. Before mounting, a cow will rest or rub its chin on the rump or back of cow it wants to be mounted. If you observe this behavior, if you observe this behavior, both cows should be monitored for mounting and standing behavior. Next one, sniffing and leaking. Sniffing and licking the genitalia of other cows occur much more frequently with cows before and during estrus. Next is head raising and lip curling. This activity follows sniffing and occurs more frequently when cow being sniffed is in heat and urinate. Decrease feed intake. Next one is decrease feed intake. During their reproductive cycle, cows spend less time feeding. Anorexic condition occurs. And next one is met estrus bleeding. Some cows and most heifer will have a blood mucus. Will have a bloody mucus 1 to 3 days after estrus, signifying the cow has moved into the next phase of its reproductive cycle. Met estrus, if you observe met estrus bleeding, you should monitor the cow closely to a return to estrus in 18 to 19 days. However, it's important to note this symptom is variable and won't always be observed from one cow to the next. I hope you understand all the heat symptoms which we explained today briefly, and we will come to you. We will upload a new video on interesting topic in my next video, and Allah Hafiz.